They're lying to you. They're stealing from you, and they don't care about you or your loved ones. So wake up and destroy them with knowledge. Bitcoin, crypto, morning tea. Hey. Good morning, everybody. My name's pianomattyb. That is Scaramucci's. This is your morning TA. A brief glimpse into the crypto markets, where the sun's shining, where the wind's blowing. All the humble opinion of this piano Zamboni bringing the The FOMO index has jumped up to 72 from yesterday's 66. Bitcoin dominance is 52%. 24-hour volume is 62 billion. The overall market cap is 1.76 trillion. Give or take 100 million. Well, what a week she's turning out to be. It's nice to have a little more pep in our bullish stem. But we talked about this, so it should have come as no surprise to anyone in this boutique community when Bitcoin price action, well, she had a little bump. And with continued bullish prowess, it's pretty clear sailing up to 45.5-ish before we see any real headwinds. Next stop on the Wookiee trail is the candlestick this wick here at 45.9, and then test our channel's resistance up at 46.7. And Lord love a duck, she didn't do just that. After having a pretty swell day breaking through resistance at 44.1, it was smooth sailing up to 45.5, where we did see some headwinds, closing 3 candles in and around 45.5. But as night fell, price action pulled up its bootstraps and exploded straight up, picking out at 46.7, where we basically are now at time of production, leaving us right at the voyage of testing resistance of our new channel up at 47K. I'd like to close a candle or two up and above her before we likely see a healthy pullback down to the 23.6% fib at 45.8-ish. And if she's so darn tootin', maybe even the 45.5-ish area, which is also the 38.2% fib. Now over on the ding-dong, you can see we are basking in the glow of our 5th glorious green candle in a row, trying to fulfill the destiny of that inverse head and shoulders pattern we've been droning on and on about ad nauseum for weeks now, which does play out to this 47.2-ish level, roughly $500 away from where we are now. Textbook retracement would be to retest support down at 45.2-ish, but call me delusionally bullish, but I'd rather see us retest resistance up at 48K. A quick look at the Wookiee sees our stay green price for the week is way down at 42.5. Seems like only yesterday we were in that range battling it out. Oh, yes, it was yesterday, but today's a new bullish day heading into a more bullish weekend. The world is changing, my friends, and you are at the tip of the spear. The future belongs to Bitcoin, the patient hodlers who, in the face of adversity, FUD and psychopathic elites, have stayed strong and resilient. This is your Bitcoin story you will be telling for the rest of your life. Would you look at that, my friends? The sun's up. It's another beautiful day here on planet Earth. A day none of us are guaranteed. We're not guaranteed these days, yet we're lucky enough to have them anyway. So get out there and knock them dead. And remember, we're playing the same game as our psychopathic elected leads. And that's right, it's the long game. Suss them out and have a fantastic day. And we'll be going live right away, so grab yourself a coffee. Join me for a quick one, and please, it's Friday, so sing me out, won't you? Around the banks of boom to spang. Whoa, cha-cha-cha-ching. Well, we were feeling pretty good yesterday. I must say, we're probably feeling a lot better today. Although, I'll tell you what, yesterday I was feeling better than I've felt in a long time, you know? Just enjoying that aspect of feeling good. What a luxury. What a privilege it all is. Welcome to the cup of coffee enjoyed around the world. Hope everyone's feeling just a little bit better than yesterday, maybe a lot better. I'm not sure. 47.5. That's crazy. When I woke up today at 3:45, I looked at the my phone, and I guessed me peepers in the morning. It's just like it looked like 45.5, but nothing had changed, right? I'm like, all right, 45.5. That's where we said we'd likely get some headwinds, or some tailwinds, headwinds. So let's go make a video. And then when I got to it, of course, the TV is a lot bigger that I use as a monitor. I'm like, holy, that's 46.5. We actually had quite a significant pump. So I was glad to see that. It feels like, what's that saying? There's decades. There's decades where weeks happen, and there's weeks where decades happen, something like that. I feel like we're kind of in one of those weeks, you know, between the pump, which is always great, but then you have, you know, like the Putin and the Tucker and the old Sleepy Joe getting in a pillow fight with what he thought was his friends in the media. They just kind of turned on him in a heartbeat. It's interesting to see all this come out at the same time of this week. It's very bizarre. Johnny December, I got your DM. I watched a little bit of it when I drove home in a snowstorm yesterday. So by watch, Multi-Sig Dummy, welcome to pianomattyb channel builders. Thank you, Multi-Sig Dummy. Appreciate it. Yeah, we got a new entry level, the $4.99 entry level as a channel builder. So we can get the volume up to have some private streams. So thank you very much, Multi-Sig Dummy. When I was driving home, I don't literally watch it. I have the premium, so it just shuts off. And or it actually was on Twitter, so I was just listening to it. Anyway, I was just listening to it. And it was interesting to see, you know, like it was more interesting to see what he didn't say, in my humble opinion, because he was asked some kind of point blank questions. And listen, don't get me wrong. At the end of the day, these people are all psychos anyway, right? So I'm not on anyone's side. I'm on the side of humanity, whatever progresses humanity. So the fact that we have these leaders is maybe the reason why our evolution is inverted right now, you might say. But it led me to, I'm in my own echo chamber. So I believe that the world is run by secret societies that lie above the governments. You know, like I feel like as humans, our first wrong move is to believe that we exist on a team surrounded by a border per se. So like, I'm Canadian. It looks like Dave Digital gifted Randy a bite, a membership. Way to go, Randy. Thank you very much, Dave Digital. The goat. Thank you for sharing too as well, Dave. I saw that before. We went live. But remember, you know how I talk about this? YouTube has concentric circles, and if we get enough likes, it boosts out to the second level of concentric circles, and then if that gets enough views, it boosts out to another. So we kind of like I felt like something just fell on my head there, like one of those Ukrainian or Polish dolls, whatever, that have one inside each other, but extrapolated out. My loose theory on how the world works, in case you're wondering, is that it's just maybe 10 secret societies from way back to the Bavarian Illuminati, the Knights Templar, Freemasons, and then as we get closer to where we are, the CFR, Council on Foreign Relations, the Trilateral Commission, Skull and Bones. These are all secret societies, and they exist on the top layer. So when you wonder who they are, it's these secret societies, and they care not for countries, they care not for citizens. So when we're on this team, I'm Canadian, I'm American, I'm a European, I'm Russian, I'm Argentinian, right? That's just the line we're sold, and and then thus we get in our line and in our lane, and we go, well, I'm Canadian, I got to do this, right? So that's why when I was listening to the interview, I realized that part of the Kabuki theater, and they don't even know. So I'm jumping all over the place. Too much coffee here. They don't even know where they are on the concentric circles. So you have the secret society. Say, I was telling Jen last Saturday, I'm like, when I do these live streams, I honestly have no idea what I'm going to talk about. And here we are, secret societies. So anyway, I'll try to make this real quick. The concentric circles of the secret societies, the ones that are top, they are very small. But within those secret societies lie concentric circles outside of them, and the people in those don't know that there's a smaller one and then they think they are the secret society, and then there's another concentric circle outside, and it moves on and on and on, and from that is the umbrella that controls the governments and of course the monetary system. So when we think about most powerful people, and we will think of like the people with the most money, Bill Gates and the Elon Musks. Those people are with us. They are plebs. As long as your net worth is in the fiat system, you're basically in one of those winter balls that you shake. And then we're all inside there, and the little specks of snowflakes are the fiat currency that we're trapped in and slowly drowning in. So it's the concentric circles above what are those things called? Those little balls of winter, anyway, that's the metaphor I'm trying to use. That's why it doesn't matter what's going on. It's these concentric circles. So people as high up as Putin and as high up as Biden's, they don't even know. They think they're on their highest level concentric circle, but they're just being controlled. And so when I hear him say things and not say things, like he got, I wouldn't say that they were snow globe. That's right. The concentric snow globe of fiat currency is what I was referring to, swashbuckling. Thank you, Tim Doctor. The things that he wouldn't say, he could have really knocked out the media, knocked out the election, the fraud, and just the deconstruction of the U.S. that's going on right now, right before our eyes. But he didn't. And so I think, not that I know anything, but it was more interesting to see what he didn't say when he could have said something, right? And then when I was watching the Biden clips, I feel sorry for him at this point, because he may have thought he was in a high echelon concentric circle, maybe even in charge of stuff. He wasn't. And he found out last night when basically they flicked the switch off on him and the media turned on him. And now we see that. And, I even though I have no remorse for these psychopaths, right? They chose their karmic destiny. They have to live in that bed they make. I feel bad for them when they realize, oh, snap. I'm just like everybody else, and I've been suckered by a higher level of concentric circle. I'm going to leave it there. The 4-hour chart, the noisy little so-and-so. Look at that. We already busted through our next level, 47K. I didn't think that was going to happen, but we did. And look at old John Travolta. He's like, "What? I thought this was going to be our next channel of eternal monotony. Are we already out of it? Should I catch another bus to the top level?" Now, that might be my delusionally bullish spirit talking, but we, what is that? I guess I can extend this fib right now. This fib is ever extending. So the 23.6 is basically right underneath that. 38.2 is 46.2. So we're going to raise those. I think in the video, this is the crazy thing about making this video, is that it was it was pumping as I was making. And so when I'm editing, I don't see the charts, right? But when I refer to them, like when I refer to support and resistance lines, I got to click back to the Tshirts. That's a bullish whistle, Sneaky Pete, if I've ever heard one. Then I would see, holy smokes, we're pumping still. So it was an exciting morning to edit, and it's like there's very few times in my edit where it's actually ahead of me, right? Today it was ahead of me, and that's exciting. That means we're extremely bullish. So what I was trying to say here before I forgot what I was even talking about. Let's go to the ding dong. I saw Dave Digital's comment there. Bitcoin Conference 2024. Are you here? Please say hi. Yes. Well, we were talking about manifesting, right? And between Dave Digital and our boutique community, I think we're going to get there. I think we're going to get the dueling pianos. There's no better entertainment than the dueling pianos at a Bitcoin conference. Look at this ding dong here. 48K is our next level of resistance. And man, so when I was making the video, I was at 46.7. So to hit 47.2, which is this inverse head and shoulders. You can't see this with this darn tit and MACD. Maybe I'll just get rid of the MACD for now. Boink. Oh, didn't help. I can lift it up. Anyway, this inverse head and shoulders, we've been droning on and on about ad nauseum. It's weird because we started talking about this a couple of weeks ago. We actually started talking about it before this had even played out. Before this part of the shoulder, it was a hypothetical. If you do remember those videos where it was a hypothetical. Now, hypothetically speaking, if we play out here and consolidate, we will be building out the right shoulder of our inverse head and shoulders pattern. And Lord love a duck if she didn't do exactly that. And now we're playing out. We basically fulfilled its destiny at 47.2 right here. So we're above the play out. Now here's something pretty exciting. Speaking of hypothetically speaking, what do we have here? Let's draw some funny things here. So we have some memories. That's a cup. That's a build out. Consolidation. As we tried to test resistance, this will build out the handle and the cup and handle. Isn't that something? And so to find out the price probability of a cup and handle pattern, you take the pole, you slide it all to the breakout point, and then we're all at, holy smokes, we got to move this down. Snap. 55K. So let's put that in for reference, right? Obviously, one day we're going to hit 55K. We'll put 55K-ish. We're on a delusionally bullish Friday here, so why not make some delusionally bullish probabilities? But that is where this cup and handle plays out. Let's put that back where we got the heat coming from. Is it my headphones or is there a reverb effect on? This is with reverb, eh? This is without reverb. The funny thing about the reverb setting is that it's loud in my ears, but when I hear it back, like when I listen to Duke singing at the end, I don't really hear it. But maybe that's the beauty of just enough reverb. You don't hear it, you just kind of feel it. So here we are. We're going to put that down there for the cup and handle. I mean, this is a hypothetical cup and handle, right? But not just as hypothetical as the inverse head and shoulders pattern. So let's check out the Wookiee. So we're having a little bit of a retrace, are we? Not really. 46.7, we are at 47.1. So look how funny this is. Look how far we go, the resistance. The resistance we put down way back here. And we are fulfilling its destiny. Like it was a little bizarre for me to see. Yesterday's video was, let's see this. It should go to 46.7. Lord love a duck if it didn't do just that. Those are the ones that kind of freak me out. How precise, like right to 46.7. Well, yes, right to 46.7 because that is the resistance, and that's where we'll get the first bit of tailwinds. I think the legacy analysts used to call it 46.8. Oh, let's go back to the 4 hour. Looks like we're having a little bit of a retracement. Yes, we are. So look at this in real time. We're building out this handle for the cup and handle. 46.9. So we are 46.7 will be, oh, look at that. We touched the 46.7. We just said that 5 minutes ago. That's the 23.6% fib. Don't be surprised at 46.2, which is the 38.2% fib. That's where we most likely will see. That's my favorite fib because that's where a healthy retracement comes back, breathes, and sheds to the moon after that. Now, if she's so darn tooting, we know how much she loves the Siggity 1.8% fib, which is, oh, snap, right back down at 45.5-ish, right? So we've seen this. This is where we said we'd get the first amount of pushback yesterday. Sure enough, we closed 3 candles. That represents essentially 6 to 8 hours of headwind coming at us. And then we blast it off. So the Siggity 1.8% fib, where the universe loves, is right back at that 45.5-ish area. So will we see it? I don't know. I feel we're pretty bullish, but this is what I'm worried about. Let's go back here. See some Scotty Mo. We're going to 50K. This is what I'm worried about is that with Friday, whatever we end the open with, and when I mean the open, I mean 8:30 to 10-ish. There we see a lot of the movement we're going to see for the day, more or less, especially on a Friday. Wherever we end off there is basically where we're going to cruise through till Sunday at about 4, where we get either a big pump or dump there. Now, anything can happen. Of course, every day is a different day for the market to do something we didn't expect, right? But I don't want it to go down to, let's say, the Siggity 1.8% fib. Someone asked me, why do you always say Siggity? And I forget I say that because it's an auction thing. So when you're an auctioneer and you say 60s, if you say Siggity, it gives an inner, what is it called? Filler world. Siggity 1, Siggity 2, Siggity 3, Siggity 4, Siggity 5, Siggity 5, Siggity 5, 5, Siggity 5, 5, 5, 5, Siggity 5, Siggity 5, Siggity 6, Siggity 7. You can see how it is. That's why I say the Siggity 1.8. So when I'm saying it, I'm actually just, it's just a habit. Anyway, where was I? Yes, I'm afraid that wherever we come down to today, we'll cruise into. And it would be nice if we could, let's go back to this chart. It would be nice if we could close the candle. We're right up here at 47K. If this is where we end off at about 10 o'clock this morning, that's what I'd like to see. We're at 46.8, which is right at the 23.6% fib. That's to be expected, my friends. What do the likes do? Brock asked. Well, the likes, listen, speaking of missed secret societies, YouTube and its concentric circles, there's a belief, there's a loose belief that likes are a representation of how people value the video. So If a lot of people like it, that means there's a lot of value in the video, and it tells the algorithm, hey, let's put this. Apparently, people like this video. Conversely, if there's no likes, it's a signal to YouTube that nobody likes the video, right? So that's a loose work in theory, but at the same time, I've had videos that have a ton of likes and low views. I've had some videos with very little likes and high views. So I'm not sure how to do it or how to explain it. I just think at the end of the day, when the community rallies around a video like this, whether it's liking or sharing, it performs better and it moves the needle forward. In a nutshell, Brock, I think that's it, without getting too fancy. So, for instance, I'm not a proponent of sharing it like on your Facebook feed to like your 1,000 friends. But if you have one friend that is wondering about Bitcoin, maybe just share the link with that one person. And that might be, if we kind of all did that, that is a way to move it farther, I think, because it's a personal vet, right? It's your friend will get it and say, oh, well, Multi-Sig Dummy suggested I watch this video. So guess what? I'm going to watch it, rather than it just appearing in the feed. However, not opposed to blanket sharing either. Where there's a will, there's a way. Tonight, it's the biggest and the best live dueling piano bar in the world. Think about that. You've all been a part of this live piano stream. Some of you, Sarah S. in California, has been a part of this when literally it was me playing to Sarah and I think Dallas McAvoy. 2 people. Why would I do it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure why anyone would do that. And why would I do it for years at that level? I'm not sure either. But we've grown, and I say we're the biggest, even though we cruise around at about 60. Sometimes we peak out at 70. Sometimes Frankie will raid the stream and it'll pump up to about $1.50. But we're still the biggest because we're the only one doing it. And we have first mover advantage. We're the Bitcoin of live dueling pianos. So with the community behind us, we're going to further take one big step every now and then, up and up and up, thanks to you, because it can't be done without you. The growth of this channel, the TA, the growth of the live piano stream can't happen without you guys. So from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate everything you do for this channel. The shares, the likes, everything you do, it makes the work, which is a labor of love for me, all worth it in the end, to know that there's people that share the concept of this information getting out. Because really, this information, beyond us being in a bubble, a little Bitcoin bubble, this information is maybe, and this is hyperbolic, Misko, it may be the most important information humanity's ever come across. It's almost like, imagine someone knew about the wheel back whenever the wheel was invented, and there was a small community on the tip of some landmass that is now underwater that connected, say, one country, Africa, to the Western world. Back then, there was a little community that had the knowledge of this working wheel. Is that what I said? The wheel? I don't know. My mind's all over the place today. This wheel, and they were like, we got to get this out. We got to get this out. This information, it will move humanity forward exponentially. And they, instead of sitting on it and holding it so they could flourish, they finally let it out. I feel like the concept of Bitcoin and what it can do for humanity on not just a financial level, because we know, we've been in here long enough to understand that this isn't just about number go up. However, it is. It's one of the many upsides of being in this community, but it really is about saving the world. Oh, snap. There's Duck. Hey, buddy. Oh. Wow. How you doing today, buddy?
Good.
Good. That's good. Let's put on this sweet reverb. Let's do some shout-outs, shall we? Swashbuckling Scallywag.
Swashbuckling Scallywag.
Dave Digital, the GOAT.
Dave Digital, the GOAT.
Randy a Bite.
One year bite.
And multi-sig dummy.
Multi-sick dummy.
How about a new sub, Jonathan Schaefer?
How about a new sub, Johnny Safer?
And Mariel and Barry Langley.
Marion, Barry, Win.
The Canadian Sneaky Pete Vaporizers.
Canadian Sneaky Pete Vaporizers.
Tyler on Gaming.
Tower on Gaming.
Our good friend Misco.
Misco.
And holy smokes, Remedial Joe.
Remedial Joe.
And the Sultan Assault.
Salt in a jolt.
XRP A11Y.
XRP Waving Y.
Derek Porter.
Derek Porter.
Memory Man.
Memory Man.
And Terry Crow.
And Terry Crow.
And our good friend Scotty Mo.
Scotty Mo.
Nice deceptive chord. Sing us out, buddy. Sing us out.
We're playing the same game as our psychopathic collected late. Such a hard, so long game. So zoom out and have a fantastic day. On the maximum display, Bitcoin, crypto, money,
Nice singing, buddy.
the piano was on.
Bull. Oh, you little psycho. Good for you. Have a great day, everybody. See you tonight. Make sure you like and subscribe.